In the 1990s, Swiss bank accounts played a significant role in Australia, particularly in the context of offshore banking and wealth management. This period was marked by an increase in international financial transactions, and the Swiss banks served as a trusted avenue for Australians looking for secure investments overseas. The allure of the Swiss banking system was not merely its famed discretion, but also its stability and reliability. It became a popular choice for Australians aiming to evade taxes and protecting their wealth. Similarly, the Swiss banks were utilized for asset concealment, providing a safe haven for ill-gotten wealth. However, this period also brought forth regulatory challenges. The banks were put under the microscope and faced intense legal scrutiny for their practices. Some key points regarding their role during this period include tax evasion, wealth protection, asset concealment, regulatory challenges, and legal scrutiny. Swiss bank accounts were often associated with tax evasion by wealthy Australians who sought to hide their assets and income from the Australian Taxation Office, ATO. This phenomenon has been consistent throughout the years due to the historical image that Swiss banks have portrayed. Notorious for their stringent privacy policies and discreet banking procedures, these financial entities were and continue to be a magnet for individuals with considerable assets. Importantly, the unique allure of these banks is not just their promise of secrecy, but also the sophisticated banking services and financial stability they provide. It is this combination of factors that makes these banks a go-to choice for many. The rich and prominent individuals from Australia, along with business entities and corporations, have been known to use these banks as a tool to discreetly manage their wealth away from prying eyes. Despite the numerous crackdowns and regulations over the years, the tradition of using Swiss banks as a tax evasion vehicle hasn't completely faded away. The secrecy and confidentiality offered by Swiss banks made them attractive for individuals looking to evade taxes. High net worth individuals and corporations used Swiss bank accounts as a means to protect their wealth from potential taxation, legal liabilities, and economic uncertainties in Australia. This practice, steeped in both tradition and pragmatism, took root because of the strong banking secrecy laws in Switzerland. From the perspective of these wealthy individuals and corporations, it seemed like a haven for their wealth. The Swiss banking system, known for its privacy and security, offered an attractive proposition. By moving assets offshore, they could not only protect their wealth, but also stand to gain from any potential tax benefits. Their motivation stemmed from the desire to diversify their financial portfolio, thereby having a more balanced and risk-adjusted approach towards wealth management. Moreover, this strategic move also allowed them to mitigate any potential domestic risks. It provided them an opportunity to navigate through any economic uncertainties that might affect their domestic holdings. In essence, they were able to create a safety net for their assets. By holding assets offshore, they could diversify their holdings and reduce exposure to domestic risks. Swiss bank accounts have long been cloaked in an aura of mystery, providing a veil of secrecy that allowed Australians to keep under wraps the true extent of their wealth. This was not just from prying eyes of the public, but also from those closest to them, their family members, and even their trusted business partners. The allure of these foreign banking institutions lied in their discreet nature and the sense of security they imparted. For Australians, it was an attractive prospect, given the increased scrutiny in today's hyper-connected world. The appeal of these accounts was not just to the average individual, but more so for those involved in high-profile or high-risk financial dealings. These individuals often found themselves in the glare of public interest or the focus of financial investigations. Consequently, this confidentiality offered by Swiss banks was particularly appealing for those involved in such sensitive financial dealings. The use of Swiss bank accounts in Australia during the 1990s raised regulatory challenges for authorities seeking to combat tax evasion and money laundering. This complex issue was not something that was limited to just one country or even one decade. The nature of Swiss banking law, with its tradition of strong privacy concerns and stringent secrecy measures, made it a preferred choice for those looking to hide wealth or conduct illegal activities. The Australian government, like many others worldwide, struggled to uncover the true extent of such activities. Their problem lied not in identifying existence of these accounts, but in obtaining detailed information about them. Swiss banking laws, designed to protect customer privacy, created significant roadblocks. These difficulties were amplified by the international nature of the problem, with various jurisdictions involved, each with its own set of rules and regulations. Australian regulators faced difficulties in obtaining information from Swiss banks due to strict banking secrecy laws. Facing a growing concern over revenue loss and illicit financial activities, the Australian government and tax authorities heightened their focus on offshore accounts, particularly those stashed away in the secretive vaults of Swiss banks. This sparked a proactive push towards international collaboration and the exchange of crucial information to tackle the pressing issues of tax evasion and financial crime. The gloves were off as authorities geared up to tackle the shadows cast by offshore accounts and bring financial transparency to the forefront. Now consider this. In a world where secrecy and luxuriousness collide, do Swiss bank accounts represent a necessary shield for the wealthy or a glaring loophole in the pursuit of justice? What do you think? Leave your comments below.